Morning, guys. This is Danny with Danny Aquatics. I'm back in the fish room. I'm going to do some maintenance work to the 10-gallon aquariums that I have in here. I've been running them here lately on the aquaculture, this dual air pump that you get like at Walmart. And I really started off with these. I had some of these for all my tanks. I usually run dual filters on all my big tanks and stuff like that as well. But if the power fails, they just go dead. So you're not getting any kind of aeration or anything like that. But unless you have these hooked up some sort of what are they called? PC, or it's a power control. If your power goes out, you have them hooked up to your computers and stuff, and you have an excess of running time, depending on how large your backup power is. But I purchased some of these for my aquariums. They're called Kulife, and these things really run good. And they make a single or a double. I've never bought none of the singles, but I bought the doubles, and they really put out a lot of aeration. And if the power fails, they actually run for around 20 hours. And you can run longer if you set the time mode, and it'll pulse like at around every 20 or 30 seconds. It'll kick off after 30 seconds, and then it'll proceed again, and then it'll go run for like 30 seconds, and it'll kick off. So it'll double your capacity, your time. So if you're getting 20, if you run constant, you're getting 40 hours of running time with this. If you want to run it, like intermediate sessions. But all in all, this little piece of device, it really worked good because it's bailed me out several times. And we've lost power, and these things will kick in, and they'll be running. At least you're getting your fish are still getting some type of aeration. So what I'm going to do is I want to change these hoses on my 210s. I've been having problems with this. This stuff is like it comes with a kit when you get like your little vacuum systems or your little air pumps. And it's real rubbery. It's kind of like surgical tubing, and they don't stay on the little valves. You have your little directional air valves, so you don't get a backflow on a water siphoned out of your tank. And they're pressuring up, and they just pop off. So I've been running with either this stuff that you get at Walmart, aquaculture, and it's a stiffer hose, or the same hose that you get, but it's usually black, like from Co-op, American Co-op, or Aquarium Co-op, I'm sorry. And it's a stiffer hose, and they're harder to put on, but they stay fit. They're not sliding off of your valves or your device that you're using for your bubbler. So I'm going to cut these and fit them to size and reinstall them. So work with me, and we'll get this done. Alright, I'm almost done cutting all these replacements. I'm replacing all this soft rubberized material, and going with a stiffer airline tubing. And it's a little stiffer, it works better, I think. They're a little harder to put on. They're not as rubbery as the other material is. But I'm thinking the other stuff starts to pressure up, and it actually just pops. It pressures the line, it swells it up, and it just comes off. And this stuff is a little harder, so it doesn't pressure up. So it maintains a certain size. And about it right there, and then just snap this part back on. Like that. And they're ready to go. So got both of them ready, rigged up. So now I'll put the directional valve back on this side. And voila, that's one. And I'll put a little lubricant so that just makes it slide on a little easier. It's tough, pretty hard, but that's about it. And now I can put these on those two tins back on there, and should be a lot better. So I'm going to use that, and I'm going to go to this device for aeration, the little air pump made by Kulife. You can actually find these on Amazon, and I believe they're like $22. I think it's like $22. It's not too bad. And like I said, it's a double, and they make an actual single one as well. And it comes with a USB hookup, the cord, to actually charge your, I believe it are NiKit batteries that are built into it. But it does not come with the little block to hook up your USB. So, I mean, I picked up a few of these like at Walmart, and I try to get the ones that do like a at least 2 point or 1.5 volts. This way it'll charge these up pretty quick. Some of the big tanks, I actually have 2 of these running on the big tanks. So you got 4 air lines on each tank, putting out a massive amount of air. And these things will stay charged. If you lose power, you got 20 hours of backup aeration. So they work good. So keep these in mind and have some backup just in case you're away from your fish and your aquariums. They really come in handy, guys. So I'm going to move on. I'm going to start installing this into the tank. I got to move back here out of sight. So I'll get back with you in a second. All right, and I just hooked up the lines back into the little 10-gallon tanks, and as you can see, everything's hooked up. Not flowing yet. I'm going to do the hookups right here. I have it just sitting here on the shelf, and it's showing 4 bars, 4 lights going across, so it's doing pretty good. So I'm going to hook up these. Kind of hard to do one hand here. So I'm going to prop this up. Plug this in. Well, that's going to be difficult. Hold on a second. Alright, got it hooked up. We got 2 valves going there. Got the stiffer line. And I'm going to turn on the pump. Alright guys, the water's bubbling, got the air going to both of them, and I mean it's really aerating the water, creating that agitation that you want in your aquarium, even though they're small, but it's doing the job. And I'm going to give it a try. Hopefully these won't pop off. I've never had problems with it popping off on any of the other aquariums until now, until I started using this other stuff. So I went back to the stiffer tubing, and it should hold. I don't think there's any kind of problems with this unit itself, because I haven't had no problems. I got like 8 of these units made by Kulife out of Amazon, and those things are just a wonder. I really like these things. So, and you have 2 different modes. You select this mode, it'll slow the rate down if you don't want it to be bubbling real hard. So that'll cut down, actually also save you power. And then the middle one, you just hold down for like 2 seconds, it turns it on and off. And this puts it in a different mode where it cycles. It gives you a different light indicator where it's showing that it's going to be pulsing and cycling about every minute, and it turns off for a minute, or 30 seconds, I believe, and then it starts up again. So I usually run it continuous, so I want them to run all the time. But I've never had no problems with them, and they're great. I really like them. So check them out. You can find them on Amazon. They're only about 23 bucks, $22. So hopefully it helps out, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and we'll get back with you with some more stuff. I need to put the lids back on these tanks, and I only keep one convent in each one. Just keep these tanks cycled, just in case I need to put some bad boys in here, or somebody that got sick. That's what I keep them for. Just little aquariums for little hospitals, and they do good. So we'll get back with y'all. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button, and we'll have some more videos for y'all guys. Y'all have a great day. Take care. All right, bye. This is Danny with Danny Aquatics. Hope y'all are having a wonderful day, guys. Y'all have a good one, and we'll see y'all on the next video. Take care. All right, bye.